Hello everybody, welcome back to my Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous Azata playthrough. Sorry this is going up later than it normally would have. I've had a busy day today. But we need to tell Rhea Neath that Lan doesn't want to talk. It's his mum if you weren't here yesterday. Rhea nods. He is stubborn. I'm not sure if he gets that from me or his father. Please, try again, but now... Rhea retrieves a package from her bag and opens it to reveal a small striped arrow painted yellow and red with blue fletching. Lan's arrow. There. It's an arrow from his very first bow. I made them so bright they could be easily seen in the grass. I showed him how to shoot. I taught him to train his vision, to account for the wind, to fix the string. Just take it to him as a souvenir, a keepsake. Tell him I've never forgotten him. I know Lan won't forgive me, but you should at least know. You should know that at least. I have to go. Thank you for your time, Commander. Okay, well, I guess we're going back to Lan then. That was meant to be just a quick stop. But yeah, we'll just quickly do this. Might as well. While we are here, and everyone being so spread out in Dresden can be a little bit frustrating. What brings you here? Give the arrow. Your mum gave me this. She's never forgotten you. She's very sorry. Lan takes the arrow carefully and examines it. This is my toy from when I was a kid. Suddenly he breaks the arrow with his clawed hand and flings it behind his back. It doesn't matter. Not anymore. She made her choice and my dad let her. I don't want to blame her. I have no right to. Lan catches his breath and smiles with the human half of his mouth. Sorry. Must have woken up on the wrong side of the bed today. Sitting around Dresden for too long is bad for me. I start getting irritated by the smallest things. I'm always in the best mood when I'm killing demons in the wound. Don't tell her I threw away the arrow, and please tell her I don't want to see her. It will be better for everyone that way. You really want me to go back and talk to her? You're lucky I'm not talking about our relationship right now, Lan, because I'll be breaking up with you. You better not send me back to him with another arrow, lady. I've done enough running around. You could have at least stood closer to him. By the way, where is... Krennic's supposed to be around here somewhere. Where's he hiding?
I will not be trifled with.
I wonder if he's in one of the houses or something. Oh, okay. Well, Lan told me to tell her not that he doesn't want to talk, but not to tell her about the arrow. There's no option for that here. He threw the arrow away. I'm sorry. Rhea grits her teeth, holding back tears, and tosses her head proudly. All right, all right. It was just a silly sentimental piece of wood that won't change anything. He's right. He did the right thing. There you go. Lan strides up to Rhea and stops, as if he's hit an invisible wall. Mum, you look well. Rhea clenches her fingers so tight her knuckles go white. Lan, you're so tall. I see your entire tribe is here. How is Dad? Did he stay down below? He died. Oh, I see. Lan, I thought you didn't want to come. Lan sighs heavily. I still don't want to be here, but I would be a coward if I didn't come. It's all right. Mum, I'm not angry with you. I've just been very busy. Rhea looks away. You're lying. Am I not even worthy of your anger, Lan? Do you hate me that much? Is that all you have to say to each other? Why don't you finally reconcile? Because we never fought. I don't understand why this is such a big deal. All right, we said hello. I've done my filial duty. Filial duty. Do you hate me, Lan? Mum, of course not. Lan frowns and shakes his head. I understand. For years I've blamed myself for you and Dad trying to live a normal life and have more children. Trying to live like a normal family and have more children. If I hadn't given you false hope by being born alive and almost human, grief wouldn't have broken you. If anyone is to blame, it's me. I don't have the right to be angry with you. Yeah, what does it matter if you have the right or not? Say what you really feel. Lan sighs, gathering his thoughts, and turns to you. I can't joke my way through this, can I? Do you want me to turn to my mother and say, Mum, it doesn't matter that my last brother was taken out of you piece by piece. It doesn't matter that you've been banished from everywhere because of Dad and me. None of that matters, because a selfish brat wanted to have a mum, and still does, even after growing up into a man? Is that what you want me to say? No, that'll never happen, never. Rhea smiles sadly. You already said everything you need to, sweetie. And you've never been a selfish brat. Headstrong and a little lazy, maybe, but never selfish. Forgive me. I love you so much, whether you believe it or not. I'm sorry that I wasn't strong enough to be the mother you deserve. Lan gives up. His face falls, like someone let all the air out of him. I forgive you. I love you too. What I said just now, I went too far. I was so lonely without you, and angry at you, and Dad, and at myself most of all. I know, Lan. I'm so sorry. Rhea quickly wipes away her tears and smiles. You silly little cave potato. Don't you dare be angry at yourself. I've never regretted having you, not a single day. You know, I'm leaving soon, but when the war is over, find me in Erosion. We'll visit your brothers together. I made sure their graves were looked after. Well, do you agree? Lan gulps and nods without saying a word. Aww. That's sweet. I think I have the best son, if not in the entire world, then definitely in Dresden. I'd like to stay longer. And what will they say about you in Legends, Lan? Who went to a crusade with his mummy? Now he's showing her his martial arts. Warriors of Dresden, would you get a load of this? My own mother is humiliating me. Oh, this is cute. I like this. And of course you didn't hear me say legend. And of course you didn't hear me say legend. Okay, looks like they're done. Right, now we're going to go out. Let's go to the court first, and we'll go the quick way. Well, theoretically quick. It might be just as quick to go to the door and travel on the world map, but not in in-game time anyway. In real-world time, maybe. There's like a little caravan here. Anything to do here? Nope, guess just people building stuff. I don't know if I'd be annoyed or overjoyed to have a massive explosion of plants that's right on my house. I don't think I'd like it. It'd be a shock though. I mean, this is a little bad growing the tree right over the window. At least the Azata power knew to avoid front doors. Oh, everyone's got a level up as well, haven't they? No, I'll do that later. I would have done that before I started recording if I'd realised. But no worries. Oh, we need to take social. We've got a thing for social, haven't we? We were told about a Hell Knight camp where his brother was last seen. Do you miss the city, Aranka? People used to pack into the square to hear you sing. Ew, you're hilarious. Of course I don't. What Desnan Bard would actually miss the city? It's here that I have all of you and the magic garden in the middle of the world wound. But even if I didn't have that, even if I was entirely alone, I could always sing for the clouds and the wind. I think we might have already read that. Oh, what's the general mood in court? Well, not everything is going smoothly. Oh, we've already read this as well. About Kel Five Guys' gang not getting along too well. Well, we're just here to rest. Want to get our buffs back.
You're always harping on about how everything's terrible and the suffering's only just started and all that. So why are you always smiling? I don't want my suffering to start. I'd actually prefer it if I suffered as little as possible, thanks very much.
But what you want and how things are, they're two different things, right? Let's not wish for anything. and just enjoy what we have now.
You're so wise. I don't know why an Anchorman quote just came to my head. Somewhere he's talking to Baxter. You're so wise, like a miniature Buddha covered in hair. Oh, these are the mimics, aren't they? I was about to say, why is there random bits of furniture, but we've invited some mimics to join our court, so that's them. Okay. Nobody touched the bookshelf. Oh, and the kids as well. Finally, we're crusading. Right, let's get out of here.
Always watch your back.
Come on, Fenris. Stop holding this up. Right, what are our options? We have a few. We have to wait a few days before we can go there. Oh, but that's where social is based. Perfect. Okay. I'm not going to Blackwater yet. I did look up that bug actually, the one that happened where those enemies had bugged immunities. It's happened to other people as well. Although a lot of them said that coup de grace would still work, and I swear I tried coup de grace and it didn't work. But yeah, we'll go back later. At any point where we have adamantine weapons. That's the main goal. Do I just wait for 3 days? Maybe just wait for 3 days. Or we could go and do the Chili Creek. They did ask us to come back to Chili Creek, didn't they? Okay, we'll do that while we wait for the building to be finished. Guess it does some good that we built that there, although it would still be more convenient if it was built, if I'd upgraded that one by accident instead. Wow, you move slowly through this area. Any army stuff we can do? Oh yeah, they want to come... Where was I moving them to? Oh yeah, down here. All good. I might swap out these 4 paladins for a bunch of hedge knights. The game still likes paladins, apparently. Oh wait, no, stop. Rest, please. What is this? A butterfly? How did it get here? Could it be? Is the goddess watching over me? More movement now? Oh, yes. Perfect. If I get to Chili Creek and there's no difference, I'm going to be annoyed. We were specifically asked to come back. Wait, stop. You know the drill. Recruitment time. Right, you two. You're going to join this army down here. And then you and you are going to join this army here. Keep everything organized. Keep things happy. Plenty of head. Oh, that's a level 7 army now. Juicy. Juicy. What am I saying juicy? Okay, carry on. And everyone's fatigued again. Great. Rest, please.
Good night, Arushale. I hope you have a dream tonight. Any dream.
Oh. Surprised Darren didn't make fun of her for talking to herself. Where are those reinforcements? There they are. Please join them down here. I'll send this army up next time. Just might as well do it at the best possible strength. 210 archers, lovely. Cool. Yeah, you can still sit there. Let's enter Chili Creek. Everything's the same here as when we left. I'm going to be annoyed. Let's just put it that way. Although we didn't have any... I mean, we could have gone down to the Ivory Sanctum. Maybe I shouldn't be leaving that till dead last, but there still seems to be plenty to do. And I'm worried that doing that will just prompt the transition to the next act. Okay, let me just... I'm not going to do all the buffs, I'll just do some. Where's Ember?
We'll make things right.
Mage armor? No, 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 no. Turn off the quicken. Always do that. Forget to turn it off. And then heroism. You know what? I'll skip the rest. Okay, done. Also, I've realised I've been sitting on this necklace. It says I've been thinking there's no one that has any ward spells, so there's no point me using it. Darren's got a ward spell. Not only that, a very important one. So Death Ward, now it gives an additional +1 AC and lasts a lot longer, which is very nice. It would have been nice if I'd noticed that sooner. You know what, let's actually check. Do I have any other spells that have got ward in the title? I don't think so, that's the only one I can think of. But Burst of Glory, Breath of Life. Aura is not the same as ward. But yeah, Death Ward, Divine Power. Yeah, pretty sure there's no other wards in my list. But we're good to go, all buffed up. What I'm worried is going to be nothing. Oh, no, okay, there's something going on. It's not a wolf that howls at night, it's not a bittern that cries in the fen. The fishermen sway slowly from side to side as they sing a mournful dirge. Oh, it's a song. A woman, her face red and swollen from weeping, lifts a small doll made of grass and seaweed above her head and ties it to a branch with a light blue ribbon. It's not the falling rain that blinds my sight, it's the grief of my broken, bleeding heart. What's happening here? Shush, be quiet. What's happening? What's happening is that Livona's son died only 2 days ago. Her eldest, of course. So we're here, commemorating the poor child. My condolences. Thank you for your kind words. It's probably best for you to move along. This is a gathering of friends and family, and unfamiliar faces don't bring much comfort. What does the doll mean? The doll represents the person who died, and that's what it means. When someone dies, we hang a doll here in their memory, and this is the place where we mourn our dead. Others bury their dead in the ground or keep their ashes in urns, but our dead sleep at the bottom of the river. The river always claims our own, you know. Child or old man, it doesn't matter. Every one of us will drink the icy water someday. See the white shores of the icy rill? That's not sand, it's the bones of our ancestors. And one day we'll join them. How did he die? You want to know how he died? She begged him not to go close to the water. Told him so many times to stay on the shore. He's her firstborn, you know. But he didn't listen to his mama. He went swimming and got leg cramp and, well, what more is there to say? You can't cheat the river. What's so special about firstborns? Too curious for your own good, eh? People are in mourning. They didn't come here to answer all your questions. They came here to grieve. Go on, leave us in peace. I have to go. The fishermen ignore you as they continue to sing their mournful dirge. Oh dear. Oh, the dark, but brave the river's cold, be its waters. Okay, so something has happened that's a little different at least. What if... Oh, there's Jer now. Talk to him about it. The priest appears to be lost in thought. His face is troubled, but his eyes light up when he sees you. Oh, hello. The villagers are performing some kind of ritual on the outskirts of the village. They were singing songs. Yes, I've noticed. The priest nods gloomily. But at least I'll finally understand why the dolls are put in the trees. Each one represents a person who's died. Their body lost to the waters of the river. If a doll is tied with a grey ribbon, the person died on land, and their remains were sent downstream in a boat. Dark blue ribbons represent those who have drowned. The light blue ribbons are used to signify the drowning of a firstborn, an eldest child. And there are a frightening number of light blue ribbons on those branches. Something strange is going on in this village. You don't have to tell me. Take the people who are performing the memorial service for the drowned boy, for example. When they discovered he'd drowned, they just shrugged. He was a firstborn, they said, and that was that. It's like they expected it. There was no surprise, no sense of bewilderment, no deep grief. There was just sad resignation. It all seems so strange. I have to go. Or I'll still help you. The river always takes what's hers. Journal's a really good lad. Too bad he's always got his head in the clouds. You got anything to say? Firstborn, sure enough. She loves firstborns, our river. Loves them to death. Okay. Sounds very, like sacrificial to a deity kind of thing, you know, like taking your firstborn. Look, the commander's here. Welcome back. Please, stay here for as long as you'd like. Marco, you told me your village had taken a collection to aid the army. Right you are. Here it is, just like I said. Go ahead, take it. We're just glad to help in any way we can. Crusade effects, diplomacy plus 3,600. That's nice. Although I think we've already finished our diplomacy line, so it's useless. How are things going in the village? Things haven't been too good of late. The widow Livona lost her oldest son the other day. He drowned. She told him not to get too close to the river, but when have children ever listened to their mothers? If the Icy Rill wants something, she'll get it, sooner or later. That's a fact. The boy was a firstborn, after all. She loves firstborns, our river, loves them to death. Now, enough with such horrible talk. I'm a firstborn too, and I'm still fine, alive and kicking. What kind of ritual are the villagers performing in the grove near the outskirts of the village? Which villagers? The ones that are singing songs? No, that's not a ritual. They're holding a memorial service. We don't bury our dead underground. We put them in boats and release them into the embrace of our mother, Icy Rill. But that's only when someone dies on land. When the river takes someone, well, there's obviously no body to be put into the boat. People sing songs in their memory and leave dolls on the trees. You two look very much alike. I assume you're related. Right, you are. Marco ruffles Melissa's hair. She laughs and tweaks his nose. She's my little sister. Takes after her granny. May her memory never fade. She was always restless, couldn't sit still, and Melissa is just the same. She's always up to something. And you took after our grandpa. May the river silt be on his feather bed. You're as brave as he was, and just as stubborn. How's life in the village now that you've got a priest? Not so much has changed. Marco shrugs and smiles amiably. He's a good lad. He does some healing, never bothers us with sermons. Why, he's even learning to fish in his spare time. He's a good man. He came all this way to live with us, even though he never met us before. His religious beliefs, well, they're his own business. But life in the village became a lot more fun after he arrived, and that's all that really matters. He's a good singer, and he knows a lot of stories. All the best ones are about you, actually, and how you cleverly defeated all the demons in Canabris. He sings you his little songs, and you hang on his every word. Marco pretends to scowl as he teases his sister. He's a good man, no question, but still, he's not one of us. You'd be better off finding yourself someone from the village instead of spending all your time with him boating up and down the river. Yeah, nobody asked you. Melissa sticks her tongue out at Marco. What are those grass stoles that hang from the trees in the grove? A shadow passes after Marco's face and he looks away. There's nothing much to tell really, an old local custom. It's just a ritual, Melissa adds in a low voice. No one seems willing to share any further details with you. I have to go. Safe travels, may you defeat your enemies. And don't forget, you're always welcome here. Ah, you were such a young lad. Well, it seems like that's it for now. Just learning a bit about this place. I feel like there's going to be a part 3 of this. Part 3 of this village. Yeah, I guess that's all we have to see. We caught up with Jer now. We've seen the funeral. Got our unneeded diplomacy points. Oh. Didn't notice this last time. I guess nothing to notice. Just some loot. Well, let's leave. I guess the trip out of here might have given us enough time to teleport to where we actually want to go. Come on, exit. There you go. Any more army movement? Nope. Oh, yeah, we haven't rested, of course not. Let's just check the crusade. Oh, okay. We've got a military upgrade. Oh, we'll have 3 of these finishing in one go. That's alright. Right, we'll teleport back to Dresden. Rest so that we can remove our corruption. Automatically does it for a day. That's nice. It's a shame the Bell of Mercy would burn me if I touched it, but I feel drawn to it like a moth to a dame. Or is it a flame? What's the expression? So there's this bell. So this here bell only hurts demons and cultists, right? I'm just worried that if we ring it, my tail will drop off or something. I bet it'll happen. Right, we've rested a day. That should have cleared our corruption. No. We're literally resting on Dresden. Don't tell me that doesn't count. Okay, well, we'll go in and do the crusade stuff that we need to do anyway, and then I guess rest inside. Generous recruiters with wallets full of coin will travel across the lands of Avestan. There are enough greedy people who are willing to enlist in the Crusaders' ranks in exchange for solid reward. Our mercenary availability goes up. And the combat effectiveness of the Crusaders' army has increased. The military council requests that the Crusade leader attend their meeting and receive an update report. Nice. So we could do more Azata stuff. We'll get more Azatas. Oh, we need to do healing the giants, definitely. And the fate of the attractive impulse. Okay, so where's enchant the attractive impulse? Everything is ready for the relic's augmentation. Did we already enchant it? I guess not all of them have options. Okay, Fate of the Dirty Squealer then. No, not Defenders of Freedom. We want to heal the giants. And events. Oh no, it's here. The ancient gemstone called the Attractive Impulse holds tremendous magical power. By placing it on her gear, the commander will have its power at her disposal. Adorned gloves, light crossbow, or a meta magic rod. That's interesting. Let's do the gloves. Birthright. Nobles often look down on commoners, as aristocrats are taught from birth that they are better than the lowborn. This attitude causes quarrels between them and the common warriors, and the officers have asked the commander to intervene. Well, we're not going to take the nobles' side. Support the common warriors. Oh yeah, we'll do this. This is fun. Have the commoners and the nobles compete in a tournament. Adds leadership experience points. Crusade morale increases by 20. Seela acted as the head judge at the tournament, where everyone was asked to was given a chance to prove their worth. The nobles went up against the commoners, and only strength and skill decided the outcome of each fight. Upon witnessing what common warriors were capable of, the aristocrats had no choice but to acknowledge their valour. The tournament served as a bonding experience for the Crusaders. Yeah, I can see that. What's our experience like then now? Oh, our leadership's level 5, so we're not too far off being done there. Military's going to go up to level 5. I guess, yeah, it's just the... Wow, leadership has a lot in terms of... Is that a million? I'm not even sure how these go up. Reserve what? Troops sent to reserve for retraining. What's that about? I have no idea what that even means. Is that a general thing? I guess you can recall them and retrain them. Strange. I have no clue what that's to do with. Okay. Maybe I'll find out later. Take me straight to the Citadel, please. No idea what voice I did for Commander, I'm glad to report that the reorganization of our army is practically complete. It's time for a counterattack. Karamzaden has used his magic to erect a citadel, Storm's Peak, to the south of Dresden to threaten us. We must destroy this fortress, but before we set out, I strongly advise that our officers are informed of the tactical approach we're going to follow on the battlefield from now on. Apart from good soldiers and generals, an army needs a doctrine that states how it intends to win future battles. Personally, I would support a cautious, balanced tactic of attrition, based on a defensive style of warfare. Seela, a decisive cavalry charge is the best tactic I know. The demons are bloodthirsty, but they're not too eager to die for their cause. If we were to daze them with a powerful strike and shake their confidence, they would choose running for their lives over a selfless stand. Regil, we cannot change the fact that our warriors lack the demon's individual might. God, I'm struggling to reach his levels there. But our discipline and the chain of command are superior. The best way to use it is to maintain a tight formation. We move the foot soldiers up front, withstand the enemy's blow, then perform a quick and crushing counterattack. That is how the Taldan phalanx won their battles. That is how we will prevail as well. Greyball. No matter what ideas the general has, no matter what strategies they may devise in advance, in battle a soldier must know how to react. If I were in charge, I would give my officers freedom to act on their own initiative, instead of hammering particular tactics into their heads. God, I feel like I've not spoken as Ulbrig for a while. Ulbrig. Here's what I think. Our soldiers are a brave lot. They're too fond of fighting to move for... I can't even remember what voice I did for him. But they're too fond of fighting in formation on a clear field. We're at war, not a ball game. We need to be more cunning than that. More inventive. In old Sarkoris, we knew plenty of ways to hurt the enemy without attacking from the front. Many of those ways would be useful to our army today. Oh, I feel like I had Ulbrig pretty nailed down. I feel like I've lost it. I want to know more about Karamzaden's stronghold. Storm's Peak is a mountain fortress built by the demon's unholy magic. Karamzaden chose the location for his base of operations wisely. Not only is it well protected, it also provides convenient attack routes that threaten Dresden. The most vicious battle beasts are bred in the depths of the fortress, which has dungeons so vast they could hold an almost infinite number of captives. Why can't we use multiple tactics at once? To train troops to follow a new tactic, we must drill it into their heads, make them remember it better than their own names. If we try to teach our soldiers conflicting tactics, dissonance will inevitably ensue in the heat of battle. Alas, it is wiser to sacrifice the diversity of options in favour of uniformity of action. I want to hear the opinions of my advisors. Everyone looks at you expectantly. Greyball, is it wise to allow officers to make their own decisions? This acquaintance of mine, my colleague, he used to serve as a corporeal in the Morthuni army. At some point, they went out on a raid against Nemanthi guerrilla warriors. They ran into an ambush, got shot to hell, and chased the enemy deep into the woods. Is it obvious yet that they were being baited? It was obvious to my acquaintance, too. So he tells his commanding officer, things are looking ugly, we've got to turn back. But the officer dug his heels in. Our orders were clear. Upon contact with a lightly armoured opponent, we are to give chase and dispatch them. Upon contact with a superior force, we are to contain it by forcing a fight and send for reinforcements. He recited that order to me word for word. He won't forget it till the day he dies. That's what the generals in the capital have decided, you see. Since the enemy has split their forces, we need to move in with large units and crush the weak bands one by one. Looks solid on paper, but when you're out in the woods in the middle of the night, not so much. Anyway, when they did get ambushed by an enemy force and contained it by forcing a fight, only my acquaintance and his squad made it out alive. He put two and two together and figured that no reinforcements were going to make it in time, so he tried to break through. They ran through the woods for 6 days with enemy hot on their heels, but they survived. My acquaintance learned a lot from that battle, so he deserted immediately afterwards to become an assassin, a much safer craft. The point is, no matter what we come up with, you never know how it's going to play out in an actual battle. And only those who are on the ground fighting can truly know the best thing to do. So I would trust your officers. I can't imagine your army is commanded by idiots, and give them free rein. Initiative is a dangerous weapon. There are situations where it can be useful, but in a large-scale battle, any display of free thinking, any leeway in interpreting orders, may disorganize the army and throw it into chaos. We should not be destroying the discipline of our troops with our own hands. Okay, Rego, how does the Taldan phalanx fight? First, a tight infantry formation advances forward. It secures a foothold that threatens the enemy's position and awaits the inevitable attack. Upon meeting the first onslaught with the shield wall, the footmen dampen the momentum of the breakthrough. Then, at the officer's command, launch their counter-offensive. After a short charge that tramples everything that stands in their way, a gaping breach appears in the enemy ranks. phalanx, and the offensive turns into a rout. I'm not sure we can make full use of the practices of the Taldan military. Although the phalanx certainly shows outstanding results, Talda's infantry trains in a fundamentally different way than our own. I'm afraid that blindly copying another nation's combat style won't yield us the benefits we seek. Okay, Captain Odin, can you win battles by staying on the defensive? History knows of virtually no prominent generals who disregarded defensive combat doctrine. There are times when letting the enemy break their teeth upon your army's formations is more advantageous than going on the offensive yourself. Perseverance oft times beats valour. Seela snorts. You can't win a war by sitting on your hands, especially against an innumerable force of demons who keep pouring out of the abyss. We must strive for victory, live for it. That's the only way we'll put an end to them. Okay, Seela, isn't it rash to rely on a cavalry charge? It's risky, but there are no cowards in our ranks, are there? Fighting demons is a dangerous business in general, but in my experience, only a swift and daring cavalry attack can strike real fear into the heart of an enemy as reckless as demons. An army of knights betting everything on a cavalry strike. Yeah, the demons will be amazed at how varied and surprising our tactics are. Okay, Ulbrig, what kind of war tactic tricks are you talking about? Right. Think about this properly. Okay, let's go. I can't even tell you how many there are. Traps, ambushes, rear attacks, targeted fires. Sarkoris may be ruined, but it's still our land, and it can help us in battle. We can use the land to hide us from invaders, use it to lure them into a pit right under their feet. That's how we always fought in Sarkoris, and today's generation of fighters will be taught to fight the same way. When the demons came to the lands of Sarkoris, the locals were no match for them on any front. The only thing we can learn from them is how not to fight. Everything is clear to me now. I mean, I kind of like Greyboar's option the best. In terms of being a more, a less rule-driven and more free-spirited army, it feels like letting officers use their own initiative is the best, is the most fitting to that. Let's see what the effects are, though. All trainable cavalry units gain the charge ability. Seems pretty useless. All trainable infantry units gain the charge ability. Oh, this is just giving charge to various people. All cavalry and ranged units gain the independence feat. What does that mean? Units has a +2 bonus to initiative. That's nice. Cunning. All trainable infantry and ranged units get cunning tactics. On the first round of combat, all ranged and infantry units gain a +4 bonus to initiative and a +2 bonus to attack. I mean, that's pretty good. All units gain the tough feat. Nah. It's just a resistance to disease and poison. We'll let our officers use their initiative in battle. An army where the commanders don't try to force their so-called wisdom on their soldiers, and instead let them use their own heads. That's unheard of. Greyboar looks on contentedly as Captain Odin grinds his teeth. Well, I believe the military council has reached a decision on all the necessary reforms. All that's left is to put our army to the test. The siege of Storm's Peak. This battle will show us the worth of all the work we've done. Captain Odin's voice quivers nervously on these last words, and for an instant his mask of composure cracks. Seeing you take notice, he shoots you a look of warning that says, "Not now." Okay, we're going to go talk to him later then. You know what, we're going to go talk to him now. Does he not like the choices we've made? I think if I ever do an Angel playthrough, I'll make it a rule that I always listen to the advisors and never listen to my squad mates. Because I always tend to disagree with the choice they offer. Oh, an Evia. Hold up, Commander. Hold up, Commander. The thing is, remember how that Crusader went missing a while back, and then he was found outside the city walls, disemboweled? And Evia pauses and gives you a searching look. Yeah, that happened last time. I remember. So has the murderer been found? No, not yet. And Evia seems to scrutinise your face again and then nods to herself. But I never gave up the investigation, even when everyone else stopped digging. I know we're at war and that people are dying left and right, but there's no reason to turn a blind eye to crime. So that's it, Commander. Another Crusader has just gone missing. He left the barracks to come here. He would have gone past the gates. My gut tells me the killer won't keep him alive for long. So, Commander, you need to start searching this area right now and try to find out where he's been taken. This is all quite unexpected. Death often shows up when you least expect it. It's not like I picked the timing. Tell me about the missing crusader. He's the youngest son of a poor nobleman from Mendev. He's called something like Rillik or Rilak. He's young, barely out of the nursery, and he decided that he was a man now and off to war we went. You know how it goes. The guy probably just went out for some fresh air. He'll stroll back at any moment. What's the point in raising the alarm? Listen, Commander, do you trust me or not? If you do, then just do as I say. Find the kid and then we'll talk. Do you know who the murderer is? I don't have a clue. Succeed at a perception check. Anevia's answer comes too quickly, her gaze dropping off before she can force herself to meet your eyes. What are you not telling me? I'm telling you the truth and nothing but the truth. I have my own theories, sure, but nothing concrete, so it's best if I keep my mouth shut on that front. Yeah, we're not going to say that. We're not going to flex our title. Alright, I'll search for the Crusader. Get going then. He passed the gate and took a right. Ask around, check out the buildings. I'll be waiting for you here. He passed the gate and... Oh. We're already past the gate then, I guess. Okay, past the gate and took a right. Oh, I did end up searching one of the houses and found it. It's an abandoned building. One of the buildings had a basement area. I thought that building seemed a bit large and empty, like quite big, but then also weirdly empty. So maybe that's what it was for. To the basement. Oh, I came through here during the siege, didn't I? So it's not here. I'm glad there's only 2 options of houses, anyway. Hopefully we can get there in time. I mean, I'm acting cagey, but I do remember what's going on here. But we'll go and find it out. We've not really interacted with the cult. Well. Oh. A man's clothes are heaped on the floor. They were taken off in a hurry. That's not a good sign. You hear muffled sighs coming from the next room. Camellia!
How lovely to see you here.
Hearing steps behind her, Camellia whips around and freezes. She glances at the bloody dagger in her hand, then at the dead body at her feet. Her lips quiver for a fraction of a second before settling into an unimpeachingly polite smile. What's going on here?
Socorus is an ancient land. The spirits of these places have spoken to people since time immemorial, and some of those people heard them and were able to respond. The shamans of Socorus were always held in high esteem. They knew the will of the spirits, the will of the land itself. Many Khelids would come to the shamans to learn what the spirits desired in order to gain their support.
Camellia pauses, lost in memories that cannot be her own. Wait for her to continue.
When the world wound opened and the demons poured into Golarion, they drowned Socorus in blood. The earth moaned as it soaked up the blood of Khelids, crusaders, and demons. The spirits drank this blood, slowly becoming deranged and turning into incarnations of madness and pain. Look what Socorus has turned into. It's an open wound on the body of Golarion. The world wound has changed it beyond all recognition. And the spirits, these poor creatures have been corrupted. Twisted by war, they moan and they howl, but only shamans can hear their senseless cries of agony.
You know, there's been lots of occasions in the story where we've come across Camellia on her own and she just happens to have a body next to her. And then they're usually during active fights. Like the first time we met her in Canabra, she was next to a body in the pit. And then during the gargoyle attack when everyone was in the camp where everyone was running around like crazy, she was also next to a body.
I am a shaman. Maria, the spirit I am bonded with, is mad and can speak of nothing but her endless hunger for blood. I give her what she asks for. I feed her the blood of crusaders.
Camellia seems suddenly to falter. Her breathing grows heavy and her pupils dilate. Yeah, and I think you enjoy it. It'd be one thing if you were tormented and forced to do this against your will, but you really seem to like it, Camellia.
The spirits of Socorus can no longer speak to shamans. All I can hear is the cacophony of their howls, screams, and laments. But there is a way to restore their sanity. By performing rituals. Bloody but effective rituals. When the untainted blood of the Crusaders cleanses the corruption that Maria fed on for centuries, the spirit will regain her sanity, and I shall be able to speak to her. I shall be able to ask her advice, to find out how we can heal the world wound. Tell me, isn't this knowledge worth a handful of lives?
Perception check passed. This isn't your first or even your second victim, is it? How many have you killed?
Too few. Maria's hunger is still so great. Her pain cannot be soothed by a single victim. But success is within my grasp. I can feel it. It is even possible that today's victim will be the last.
Yeah, I can't tell if either you're being played. Well, I feel like I can tell, but maybe it's a bit of both. But you're either being played by the spirit or you're trying to play me. Because, yeah, this is like, oh yeah, this just happens to be my last one. Who is she, this Mireia of yours?
Forgive me, I forgot to make the introductions. This is Maria. Or rather, this is her home. Or her prison, to call a spade a spade.
The girl removes an amulet in the shape of a bone snake from around her neck.
I caught this spirit a long time ago, and I tried for so long to speak with it. My little demented ball of rage. I felt compelled to bind it to this amulet, just temporarily, until I worked out how to help it.
Camellia sighs sadly.
If I am to be fully honest, her name, Maria, is of my own devising. She is not yet able to speak to me, but I still needed a name to call her by.
Yeah, so you haven't been able to talk to her at all. The girl gently puts the amulet back around her neck. Who was this young man, your victim?
He's the youngest son of a noble from Mendiv. I believe his name was Rillick, or Relic. I think the dolt was in love with me. He was ever so eager to come with me to this house. One hint was all it took.
Camellia looks at the body in surprise, as if she's seeing it for the first time. No one even knows this guy's proper name. Anevia said the same
He is of
similar
no
thing.
interest to me. Maria wanted his blood, so I sacrificed him. The rest is immaterial.
Why do you think your method will work?
I do not think. I know. I sense things many people cannot. I can infer what the spirits want. For example, there is one spirit hanging over your left shoulder as we speak. It came to enjoy Maria's victim. Can you sense its hunger?
See, we're in a setting where I don't doubt that she actually can see and interact with spirits, but you're still crazy, Camellia. Camellia tilts her head to one side as though listening for something, and then laughs airily.
Spirits are akin to animals. You cannot bring a hungry dog to heal. You cannot stroke a hungry cat.
I don't know about that.
To speak to a spirit, you must first feed it. It is not their fault that after so many years of torment, the only thing that can satisfy their hunger is blood.
One of the main times my cat lets me stroke her is when she's hungry.
My ritual will work. I did not read about it in books or learn it from some wizened teacher. You could say that I invented it myself, with Maria's help. I just know that it will work, sooner or later. I can feel it.
I feel like their desire to kill and consume blood has given you a desire to kill. And yeah, you like, oh, I invented it myself, but I'm sure it will work. It's like, how? How do you know? You can't even talk to Mireia, so you don't, like, what help are you getting from her? What exactly are you hoping to learn from this Mireia of yours?
The world wound cannot be allowed to poison all the lands of Galarian. The spirits of Socorus know this better even than you and I. They may know how to heal it. And if not, then perhaps they will know how to eradicate it quickly and painlessly.
Yeah, they may know how to heal it, and perhaps they will know. They probably don't know anything.
We're fighting against demons. It is a just cause. But imagine we win and the demons vanish for good. Do you think the world wound will vanish along with them? That it's something we can defeat with weapons? That it won't burst open again at some point in the future like an old festering abscess?
Well, you could say that about any solution to close it, that it might
I am
open
thinking
again.
of the future of these lands, of how to heal them and restore them. Would you not agree that a few crusaders' lives is a price worth paying?
No, I don't believe this nonsense.
That is your right. Just as a mole has the right not to believe in the existence of the sun, a butterfly has the right not to believe in summer, an infant has the right not to believe in death. I have revealed the truth to you. You are free to reject it if you wish.
Camellia gives an indifferent shrug, but contempt flashes in her eyes. Alright, so what are you proposing?
My ritual is not yet complete. I have made the sacrifice. Now I just have to let Mireia drink the blood. Will you allow me to complete the ritual?
Camellia licks her lips and takes a small, almost meek step forward. So it's the chaotic option to let her do this, but we're also good. We're not evil. And we've been seeing her bodies pile up throughout the story. And also, like, we don't use her in our party. It would be nice to not feel obligated to talk to her anymore. I'm going to trim the fat, as it were, in terms of our companion count. She's not even in any of the court stuff, so you know what? You maniac, your crimes will not go unpunished.
You wish to kill me? Do your worst, Commander.
Camellia's expression shifts in an instant. Her eyes narrow. And also, I know we could have asked her not to do it again, but she will definitely do it again. Her eyes narrow to slits and her lips tremble from barely veiled excitement.
Save the last one for me.
A duel with Camellia. Camellia, you aren't going to win this. I just hope you know that. You aren't going to win this at all. This is going to go horribly wrong for you.
This pain is excruciating.
I don't know why it did a reload there. Yeah, the bone amulet. Yeah, this amulet allows the wearer to conceal their alignment. So Camellia's alignment's been evil this whole time. I guess maybe the loading was changing things outside, moving Anevia, things like that. There you go. We've figured out what's been weird about Camellia. But we're not okay with her murdering completely innocent people. Anevia stretches lazily and yawns, but her eyes are fixed on you. Well, Commander, have you solved the problem? First, tell me honestly, what exactly do you know about this crime? Crime? What crime? Anevia says with a smirk before becoming deadly serious. Listen, Commander, I was just using my brain, following certain individuals, listening to what people were saying on the street. I had my suspicions, but what are suspicions worth? On their own, nothing. I didn't have any proof. I'm not Irabeth. I'm not going to go digging for the truth. Because if I dug deep enough, the Knight Commander would be down a companion. Smack bang in the middle of a war. How would that help anything? I'm not going to be one scupper. I'm not going to be the one to scupper this crusade. So I'll be keeping my mouth shut. Anevia speaks slowly, staring into your eyes. I trust that you'll handle this in whatever way's best for the crusade. If you want to tell Irabeth everything, go ahead. It's your call. The problem has been solved. That's all I needed to know, Commander. Thanks. Maybe we should go talk to Horgus. We did just kill his daughter. Well, yeah, yeah, we did just kill his daughter. This also explains when we went to the Gwr Manor right at the beginning. We found a room full of torture equipment. We asked her back then what that was about, and she was offhand about it. But Horgus probably knows about this. Oh yeah, because he seems on edge when he was quite on edge when she asked to join us, so he definitely knows about it. Horgus Squirm. I heard that Camellia is gone. Horgus, I haven't talked to you in a long time, Horgus. Horgus stands with his head lowered. His shoulders tremble slightly, but his voice is firm. I understand, and I don't blame you. Camellia has been walking on a knife's edge for a long time. She has no one to blame but herself. But tonight I shall get tremendously drunk. Please leave me, Knight Commander. Yeah, it's about fair. Well, let's rest. We want to remove Abyssal Corruption. And I guess we can report to Irabeth. Is that a thing we can do? Oh, I still need to get an upgrade. I don't even know who to buy a new scroll kit from. Would Wilsa have one?
I've had to kill demons, minotaurs, and even one inevitable. But dragons, they're a whole other level. Both in terms of preparation and in terms of fee. Another couple of dragons and I'll be retiring somewhere warm by the ocean.
Please, I still haven't recovered from that run-in with Darazan, and you've already attacked a dragon and are looking for more. What's next? Discari himself?
Was Darazan the dragon that we fought? There was a name like that, wasn't it? Something along those lines. Yeah, Irabeth, there's been murders. Nope, nothing to say. Cool. Right, now the teleportation circle should definitely be finished where we need to go.
Careful now.
So we're out of here. Come on. Oh. I guess we have been attacked. Where did this even come from? Is this the event from the military council, or is there a horde army that attacked us or something? These guys are going to summon a bunch, so try and take them out. Well, they only summoned one. I think we can take that. Great. Do Smite Evil. Easy. I don't know if this was triggered by the military council meeting we just had, or if that's going to create a new fort. Most of the military council things have involved an actual army. Storm's Peak. Yeah, there you go. So that was just that army attacking Storm's Peak. Somewhere. In a non-existent place, but that's fine. And now they can go and do a real attack. Oh wait, I want their reinforcements to group with them first, if they haven't... Oh no, they already have, haven't they? That's fine. Oh, I forgot that we could do that. Let's get the mongrels. These mongrel sharpshooters, yep. Do it later, Joe. I need to do it now. We can take it. I don't care that it's 2 levels higher. It's labelled as orange. We can take it. Especially if they're all going to group up like this. So these are quite substantial numbers. Hit them here. The wolves are already out. Perfect. Okay, archers hit the mastodons. They're the most scary, I feel. You start whittling down the plague horses. Hell Knights. Keep their attention. And then, yeah, mages, hopefully you can finish off the mastodons so they won't attack back. Amazing. Perfect. Now hit the smilodons. You're more likely to do greater damage to them. Bring out the dogs. You can wait. Dogs, I want you to run forward and try and attract some damage. Wow, they killed like 200 of them in one hit. It's somewhat scary, but not enough to scare me. Thank you very much. Okay, you hit the smilodons. Oh, and the archers can finish them. Perfect. Another go? No. Keep hitting the horses. You too. Everyone just go for the horses. Heal up the Hell Knights. They are doing quite a lot of damage, but not scared. This is just a matter of time now. No! Oh, I did the wrong one. All they care about is the Hell Knights. Fine with me, they can take it. And you can't. The pack of sick and rabid beasts battled with unprecedented rage, driven on by a sinister old man wearing the rags of a druid. I wish that was... They could have had a general for that army that was a druid. The putrid smells emanating from his body sent the Crusaders into convulsions. In a stentorian voice, he declared that all living things must die for new life to rise from the ashes and perpetuate the eternal cycle. On the face of the crazed fool grew a hideous toadstool. He was finally slain with a blade. With all due precautions, his creepy crooked druid staff was handed over to the commander. Wicked Dope. That's an amazing name. Yeah, this is Wicked Dope, the staff. The mere touch of this staff brought madness and decay. Well, it's good that we have it then. Okay, head back. Where's the army I just picked up? Right, you need to go down here, please. have you join them here. Perfect, as it should be. And then we'll recruit you too. And you can join this army down here. Everyone's happy. When I say everyone's happy, I mean everyone gets some reinforcements. It should make them happy, as they're an army. Okay. Right, we are now rested, and only got 2 days left on that. But yep, our Abyssal Corruption is down. And we should now be able to teleport to the lands of Yuck Watch. Lovely. We're now close enough for this not to be a pain to get down here. Oh, I haven't got social with us. Okay, we'll come back. We can always come back, can't we? Oh, the Heart of the Mystery's right there. I keep calling it the Heart of the Mystery when it's just Heart of Mystery. Evade those enemies. Is everyone fine? No one's fatigued? Perfect. What time is it? Okay, I might do the Ravaged Longhouse next time then, as I've kind of been going for about an hour anyway. There's an event report. Storm's Peak, the stronghold of the fierce Karamzaden, has been captured and destroyed up to the ground. The mighty Baylor and his army will no longer be able to threaten Dresden from this location. Karamzaden opted to avoid a fight, leaving the citadel in the last moments of the battle, but there's no doubt that he will attempt to avenge such an affront. Let him try, I say. So yeah, diplomacy's all finished. At least I think. I don't know if you can finish things early, but you need a lot of leadership experience. Gee. Whew. Why do you need so much for that? You should need more for diplomacy, because we've got diplomacy reports going all over the place. Oh, I'll tell you what, I would like to get that done. We'll skip a day. The outpost can be expanded into a bastion. This can be done in the management menu of the selected fort. Healing the giants. The poor soldiers that fell victim to the alchemist potion have been cured. Beautiful. And I will immediately convert this one. Thank you. And get started on the teleportation circle. So now we have a good range of movement around the map, so we don't have to walk everywhere on foot. Oh, and I've got loads of resources. Might as well build a ton of stuff here. We've got a watchtower, citadel ready. Training grounds. Well, there's no we haven't got any things here. Let's build a mercenary guild. Scouts save all allied units within the fort. So we should build a shelter here too. We probably should have built a shelter in the other one, that way we wouldn't even have to go back. But oh well. We'll build a tavern too. And let's build a sanctuary, why not? Actually thinking about it, we really should have built one of those down here. Well, I guess it's not that bad because we can just teleport. We can just teleport back, can't we? It's not really that big of a deal. Start logistics reform, please. Could do another Defenders of Freedom. Or Glory to Heroes. Morale's fine, isn't it? Yeah, morale's at like the max 20, so we're alright. Do Defenders of Freedom again. Those are both only a couple of days, so that should be done by the time we get started. Should we go after this army? Am I tempting fate? This army, 750 infantry. That is a lot. That's quite a lot. Well, we have some of these. Definitely recruit these ones. You're in this army, are you not? Light cavalry? Yes. Perfect. I mean, we could send one of these armies on to weaken that army. Do a, I mean, it'd be a pretty big dick move, but not as in a big. It'd be a dick move in a big way. Is what I meant there. Not. I'm gonna shut up now. Okay. Ravaged Longhouse. The name of this village has long been lost to time, as well as the name of the Sarkorian clan that lived here. The husk of a longhouse, its decaying beams that protrude from the ground like the ribs of a stripped carcass, serve as the only reminders that this land once belonged to humans. I reckon I've got time to quickly do this. Something tells me it's going to be a small location. And if the map's huge, I will. I'll just do the buffing and then start it properly tomorrow. There you go. This is not a big map.
Smile. The world's not ending just yet.
Okay, let me just buff up. Right, let's see what's going on around here then. Well, there's an athletics check there for one, or a mobility check I should say. It's raining blood here. I don't know if that's that could just be a world wound thing.
Time to rob them of their treasures.
Oh. A sneaky unhallowed bodak. What is a bodak? Doesn't sound good, whatever it is. Instrument of freedom. Bam. Okay, you can all come here. Oh, I used too much movement. Sorry. Prayer? I'd like for Wallgif to have moved. More unhallowed bodaks. Are these just specific zombies? They look kind of zombie-ish. Okay, you can't reach them there.
Am I doing it wrong?
Ah, they're undead, so that won't work. Okay. Just do a Hellfire Ray then. Oh yeah, actually do your free Scorching Ray. They have reduced damage against fire, it seems. Still, just do a Hellfire Ray. Wallgif, why are you last in the turn order? I wanted you to go first. These guys have got an aura around them, haven't they? Oh, there's loads of them. Oh wow, there's quite a lot of them. Come on, Albrig, your turn. Okay, at least all of them are resisting Death's Gaze. Okay, at least they're weak, or it seems that they are anyway. Nest. Do a frigid touch attack. Amazing.
I will resist.
Glad that these things don't go down too harshly anyway. They're just a numbers thing.
Thank you for amusing me. At least try to entertain me.
Yeah, true. Try to entertain him, please. He's insufferable when he's bored.
Yes.
Just a normal Bodak. Okay.
Cover me,
Jeff.
alright?
Oh, there's so many more. Okay. Everyone succeeded the Death's Gaze. Good. I will not worry then. I think we were sent here to, this is where we were sent by the Sarkorian fan guy. He said he'd lost someone searching this area. Or lost some people in this area, so I think that's what this is about.
I will see to your demise.
I didn't come up with a kind of quest. Well, it has a quest to accompany it, but it didn't seem. I couldn't see where the like the quest marker was on the map.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Death from above. That's such a strong move. Let's see if we can find anything. Oh, there's a basement. Okay. We'll just look around outside first. Any more Bodaks? Descend into the well. Okay. I'm not going to do that in a rush, honestly. Maybe the well and the basement are connected. That would seem to make sense to me, anyway.
That's easy.
Just want to search everything around here that we can. Oh. Okay, I think we've thoroughly searched this place. Let's go and look in the basement. And if it's just a basement, we'll then look in the well. Right. Well, there's things in the basement for starters.
They dare threaten me.
Never hurts to pre-buff if you can get the chance to. Oh, I should have done Sense Vitals. Forget how useful that is. That's really reduced. How does Bone Shaker do? I guess necromancy spells don't work on them, do they? Okay. Give Wardriff an extra attack. Albrig. You haven't got the movement to do death from above, that's fine.
Distract them from me.
Precision.
Oh, okay. There are lots of these things. Oh, okay, too many for me to deal with this in turn-based mode.
Stab their backs.
Do some, yeah. How's everyone doing health-wise? Okay. Activate Sense Vitals on yourself. Ember, you can keep doing fire attacks. Has it stopped them attacking there?
This is my kind of work.
A shirt. Interesting.
They should have known better.
At least these things are weak. Doing it this way seems like the best bet. It'd just be a pain to do it all, do them all one at a time. Maybe descending into the not descending into the well was the right idea. Because we might have come out right in the middle of all of them. Oh, aha! We found a location where we had no puzzles for it to fit. So I guess that's where they were. Yay! We can do another of those domino puzzles. I'm thrilled. I really don't like those domino puzzles. They're really annoying. Is that everything down here? Looks like it. Well, that wasn't actually a... no. It's just a bit of wall for some reason. Okay, let's leave. Yeah, I'm going to assume that descending into the well leads directly to here. So I'm alright not doing that. I don't really see the benefit of doing it that way. Because that just puts you in the middle of the cave and you have to fight your way out with no exit. We can always check. Where's the quest? Oh yeah, this is the Blackwater settlement. We still haven't finished that. Find the missing soldiers. Captain Selkid is concerned for his missing scouts. He'll be grateful to the commander if he can investigate the matter and discover their fates. Southwest. See, I thought this was the location we had to go to for this. You know what? Just to clear, so I have peace of mind. We'll check that this is... yeah, this does lead down here. There's no way back up. So going down the well is definitely the worst option. Because you then have to fight your way out with your back against the wall. You'll be surrounded by the zombies with no way to kind of flee if you need to. Whereas coming down the stairs, you can still clear them out, but you have a way out, don't you? Right, let's get out of here. Didn't find any evidence of the missing soldiers, but... that was easy enough. Maybe it's the old Sarkorian mines. Southwest. Or the legacy of the ancients. They are an ancient Sarkorian ruins. That would fit why they're there. Well, the burnt down old... that's just regions. Okay, well, I'll go pick those up. Seeing as we won't be... that's not a location we can go into. Nice. Befouled barrows. The bones of chiefs, sages, and other esteemed residents of the old Sarkoris had laid in these gloomy barrows for centuries, yet in their hatred of mortals, demons wouldn't let the dead rest in peace. Having desecrated their graves, they defaced the ancient bones and scattered them all over the place, soaking them in the blood of their descendants. Everyone's fatigued, are they? We're running out of things to do with this army. Let's just move it back to a position where we can reinforce it easily. And then we can make it perhaps a bit stronger. It was the core of the riddle, that's where we hadn't been yet. The puzzle pieces that we had were for there. What time is it? Okay, well I'm going to leave it there for now. We'll do the rest of these locations. I didn't bring social with me, did I? So we'll have to pop back and get social at some point, but yeah, we'll do the rest of this next time. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, especially if you've made it all the way to the end. I'll be posting videos for this daily, ideally, so subscribe if you'd like to keep up with the series, and leave a like or a comment if you're feeling generous. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.